Sadistic Penguin Studios presents It's Getting Drafty in Here.
Drafty old farm.
The show of drafting random nonsense.
I choose business ethics.
And now, coming to you from his basement, a.k.a. Draft Headquarters, your host and draft master, Magnificent Stan.
Hello, welcome to episode 29 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan, and today is Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. This is one of the draft topics I've been thinking about with Fitz for quite a while. We've been kind of working on setting this up, and we're going to draft our favorite Chicago foods. As you can see, we do have categories today. We're each going to pick a pizza place, taco burrito place, sandwich, which also extends to hot dogs and burgers, which is kind of going to be a kind of a contentious thing there. And then we're going to pick a miscellaneous item, pretty much anything we want from a Chicagoland foodery. With me today, first of all, we have Sadistic Penguin contributor, our homie Alexis. What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. This is our second food one together.
I know. It's what we like, right?
What we like. It's what we're at. Also joining us today is the other architect of this episode, our boy FitzMagic. What's going on, buddy?
I'm just hungry as usual. Let's go.
Right on. And then finally, White Sox Twitter legend. Yeah, we got you, Fitz.
Everyone's frozen now.
We're already having trouble. Okay.
All right.
Also joining us is our boy Mailman Jack. How you doing, pal?
I'm good. How's everybody else?
Fantastic.
You're all looking good.
I always look good, so that's just how it goes. But, like I said, we're going to have some categories here today. They don't have to draft it in the order of the listing there that you see on the screen for those of you that are watching on YouTube. But yeah, let's get right into it, Jack. You got the number one pick. You're going to pick White Castles, right?
How did I get that first pick? Checks in the mail. You'll probably never get it. But I'm going to take the chalkiest of chalk picks that ever chalked on making a hopscotch on the sidewalk. Like I was really PO'd about that Chicago's magazine pizza list because they really only gave us one Southside Chicago pizza place on there that was actually in. But I'm going to pick it. So I win. We could just all go home right now. I'll take Vito and Nick's pizza. Best. There's a ton of other ones that should have been on that list. And the only one that gets any credit is Vito and Nick's, but
yep,
I'll take it.
Are you going to beat me up if I tell you I've never had Vito and Nick's?
No. Hell no.
I
will eventually. Trust me.
We're going to invite you to lunch.
Yeah, it's on me. Cash only.
There we go. I did tell Fitz in the pre-gaming here that I do intend on going to every restaurant we draft and doing like a little
really.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little video or write up for each one and put it on our blog. So
okay, cool. Vito Nick's is a Chicago stalwart. Stalwart. It's an iconic place with shag carpeting on the walls. And you got to go. It's awesome. It's something. It's Sweet. One of those places where when you go pick up a pizza, you actually want to get there 15 minutes early and sit down and have a beer and wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. That's good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I'll take that one. Vito and Nick's. Sorry, it's gone.
That's a good 1-1 though.
Well,
that's a good
our buddy HBIC is in the comments today, and I can tell you that he would probably pick it again after you picked it. So.
Carne asada, Pizza.
Arrachetta pizza. All right. Let's move along here. We have Vito Nick's first. Let's go, Fitz. What do you have for your first rounder here?
I'm going to stay on the south side with the pizza. I go back and forth every day. Am I really delayed?
You're delayed a little bit. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to stay on the south side with the pizza, and I'm going with. Okay. Palermo's 95th. That's just one of my favorites. It's gooey, cheesy, thin, and crispy, sweet sauce, and just it's a great restaurant just to sit down and have dinner and drinks with people. It's a favorite of mine. Yeah, we got to represent the South Side here with the pizza.
That sweet sauce.
I was just there last night.
I was just there last night. Jack, how many days a week do you eat
and it
pizza?
Just reminded me.
Many as possible. I don't know. Whatever it takes. But you got to have pizza on Friday. It's a law. I think it's a law in Chicago. You have to have pizza. And I live in Chicago, so I don't want to get evicted. Yes. I follow the rules.
Now we all agree that pizza is only eaten if it's in tavern style, right? For the most part,
90% of the time.
No, it's all good.
It's all good. I love deep dish pizza, pan pizza.
There's a time and place for deep dish pizza. Like I will stand by that, but like every day or every week you're doing tavern style.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but the house I grew up in, we weren't allowed to get it delivered. If it was a blizzard outside, I'd still go get it. We don't get pizza delivered. You got to go pick it up or eat it there.
Not bad.
So good though.
We're not sit down place people. We always just
I don't do delivery.
Yeah. Right on. All right. Well, let's move on to the next one. Let's go, Alexis.
All right. Well, I might as well keep with the pizza theme that we've got going on in this first round. So for me personally, my pizza pick, if you guys know me, every Friday I do Salerno's with the girls on Grand and Racine. So I'm going Salerno's on Grand Ave.
That is a great pizza.
So good. And like, if you've ever ate there, I mean, the old school, the way it was designed before.
Solid.
It was like brick wall, like white tablecloths. And now they've changed it into more of like a sports bar vibe. But it's so much fun.
It's still the same pizza, but
the pizza's to die for, honestly.
The old one with those pictures of the bears all over the place.
Yes.
That was really cool.
It's always refreshing to go to a place that you've been a million times and it's always the same. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like you go there 30 years later and it's the same.
So good.
Yeah. I sent a picture in our group the other day. I stopped at a Brown's Chicken and got mushrooms the other day.
Those are the best.
Like it's like a window into my childhood whenever I eat that. Because where we lived about Prospect, there was a Brown's Chicken like half a block away. Just a silly example of that, but like, what's up?
That wasn't the one that was all over the news, was it? That was a different one.
No, but we're going to talk about that because I'm actually probably going to draft a place that's like a block down the way from there.
Okay, all right.
You know what? Screw it. Why don't I do it? I'm going to go ahead. This is my sandwich, hot dog, burger selection, and I'm going. And before I start picking, I want to let people know I'm not going to win this draft. Nobody's going to be impressed by my draft tonight. I grew up in the suburbs. I live an hour away now, and I've lived an hour away for a long time now. And I do go to the city, but not as much as I used to. So like my repertoire, my history with Chicago food places, not really extensive. So I'm going to go ahead in Palatine. There's a place called Brandt's, and Brandt's has the best freaking burger you're ever going to eat in your life. It's like this little shitty dive bar. It's right across the street from the Brown Chicken murder place.
Oh my god.
The
And it's-
Palatine brown.
It's phenomenal.
Well, you know what?
So-
I'd rather go to France than that brown. I'll tell you.
Yes.
we used to live on Northwest Highway in Palatine, and it was like right down the street, and we just started going, and if you look it up, it's like world renowned for their burgers. So I'm gonna go.
All right. So before I started working at the post office, I worked for this company and we installed water heaters.
Nope.
And this guy, and we went everywhere. It was ridiculous. And this one guy would always pronounce Palestine. We got one in Palestine. And I'd be like, I don't have enough gas.
We got one of them there places in Palestine.
I got one in Palestine.
That's so Chicago to do that too.
Jack, you got to go to Palestine. I don't got enough gas in my truck, man. And besides, I got to be home. I got tickets to something tonight.
I hope that my one pick here forces at least one person to be like, oh, hey, I'm in Palatine. I'm going to get a burger at Brandt's. So,
all right. I
don't even know where Palatine is.
Northwest Burbs.
Okay. Thank you.
40 minutes.
It's over by there.
Yeah, could not tell you where that is.
Metra always announced Palatine. Funny.
By Niles.
Next stop, Palatine. All right.
Palestine. Hey, there's that guy Jack worked with.
Here's my sandwich pick. Well, we call it a sandwich pick because it's my second pick. But I'm not picking a sandwich, so I can't call it a sandwich pick.
The hot dog pick.
So my family, my mom's side of my family is Polish, and whenever anybody died, we always went to the White Eagle after the funeral in Niles. Anybody ever been to the White Eagle?
Oh, hell yeah. That's where the post office ball was.
There you go. The post office. Wait, the post office has a ball?
The carrier.
That's amazing. Can I be your date to that at some point?
Well, now it's at the Saber Room now. It's a sneaker ball now.
Well, now I'm disappointed. But they used to make phenomenal pierogies. So I'm going to pick, that's my miscellaneous.
I've got Cheers episodes going through my head.
The carrier's ball.
The
White Eagle. All right.
So yeah,
I'm thinking Cliff Clavin and Diane.
You know, my girlfriend would have came, but she couldn't get away from Florida. So, whatever.
Okay, my wife is correct in saying that her pierogies are better.
Oh,
but I can't pick those, honey.
What kind did she make?
Is she from Chicago?
So
you technically could.
You make the rules. It's your show.
We took over.
Peter.
Baloney says Brian's going to draft Mars Cheese Castle in the next round.
No, I got
Bro, Niles is like closer to Chicago than you are, man. Come on.
Oh my god. It's actually
So
funny.
we make two kinds usually for pierogies. We make I almost said banana. Potato and cheese, and then we make we started making spinach and feta ones, and they're phenomenal. But yeah, Brandy perfected my grandma's dough recipe, because that's the biggest thing is you have to make the right kind of dough, and and she perfected it. She actually made it. Honestly, I think it's better than my grandma used to make it. But yeah, so yeah, she is right that hers are better, but White Eagles are pretty damn good too.
Yeah. Yum.
Dude, it took you 29 episodes to figure that out, HBIC.
You just need to be the host at this point. Just the host.
That was actually so, because of my lack of knowledge of Chicago food places, that kind of was one of my ideas to do that. But Fitz is like, no, pick what you want. You're doing this. I'm like, okay.
I'm down with the White Eagle.
Dude, White Eagle's phenomenal. When I die, I hope we have food at the White Eagle.
These are good picks so far, Brian.
All right, let's keep moving here. Alexis, what do we got?
All right. I don't know why. I just kind of want to go with the order of the list. I'm gonna go burrito. I'm gonna go with the chorizo burrito from Martinez's Supermercado on 33rd and Morgan.
I'm sorry, what's the place called?
It's called Martinez.
Never heard that name before.
It's on 33rd and Morgan. It's so good. It was my hangover here so many times.
That is the place with the giant one too, right?
Mm-hmm.
The really big one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Although
good.
Baloney told me his family used to make a burrito that was like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by that.
I had a tamale. Someone at work brought homemade tamales yesterday, and I swear to God, it was like this big. They were phenomenal. Yeah.
Like a whole ear of corn.
Yeah. That sounds good.
What else do they put in the burrito? Just standard stuff? Or?
It's just the standard. They have so many options too. Like you could get like carnitas by the pound there and like buy all the fixings and everything like that. But the burrito just has like it's homemade chorizo. That's the thing. It's like they make it from scratch.
That's good. You probably get like a red pair of gloves when you're done with it, right?
It's so good. Yeah.
Can I ask CD? Are you referring to me as Adam Shaheen? All right, Fitz, let's go, buddy.
All right, I'm staying with the tacos and burritos. I'm going with let's say this right. Bay Area Zaragoza on 48th and Pulaski. They're a quesadilla taco that was recommended to me by our good friend Marco Herrera last year. I went there and it changed my life. So it's a real small little place, and it's the only meat they serve is the goat meat. So you're getting the authentic thing there, and it's melt in your mouth good, and I dream about it.
I concur. And you buy a Honda, right? Like right down the block.
What's the name of the place again, Fitz?
South Pulaski's from 87th going north. Okay. You want me to spell it out?
Please.
It's BIRRIERIA.
Okay.
I want to hear Fitz roll those R's.
Zaragoza, ZARAGOZA.
Thank you. I'm special.
I can roll my R's.
You better be able to roll your R's and your O's.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man.
South Pulaski, like starting at 87th and just going north is, you can eat forever along that road.
Pretty much. Is that the last Gertie's? Is there still that other one in Bridgeview? But I know there's one in Ford City.
What's that?
There's a Gertie's, Lindy's, on Pulaski, right by Daly College.
Right.
Is that the last one?
Yes.
That's still not sure.
Last one I know of. Anyway.
All right.
All right, Jack, you got 2 picks here, buddy.
Oh, man. Okay. I'll go to miscellaneous and take another Chicago, all the Chicago pick on the face of the earth. Because I love dessert. We're going to go to Weber Bakery on Archer and get some punchki because, like Brian, my mother is from a very Polish family, and there's nothing better than punchki from Weber Bakery on Archer, and about a block and a half east of Harlem. They have everything in Weber Bakery is amazing. I'll just go for a loaf of rye bread, and so punchki day,
marble rye.
but also get I don't think they call it an atomic cake. They call it maybe a banana split torte. Have you guys ever had atomic cake?
Oh my lord.
Mm-mm.
No? This is all new to you? It's like banana, chocolate, banana, and it has fresh strawberries in it, and bananas, and whipped cream, and
Are there bananas in it?
there's some bananas, not many, but it is such a good cake. But I'm going to stick with Punchki from Bakery. Right now, Wally Money is doing cartwheels, I think, if he's watching, because I know he loves that place.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Weber's has good cakes for sure.
And I
unfortunately don't have anything to drop in because I've never been there. So,
Oh my God.
If your nose looks like mine, you get a little extra, like, come to the front of the line. But then they realize I don't really speak Polish, and then they throw me to the back anyway. So what? All right, I get another one, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is this the sandwich pick? All right, Joey P. We're gonna take a sandwich at a place Joey P. and I love, which is Tony's Beef at 70th and Pulaski. But now they have really good beef. They have really good. I think the sign outside says, "When was the last time you had a really good sandwich?" But the best thing to get in there is the breakfast sub. 1 million ComEd workers cannot be wrong. When you pull up outside, there's probably about 4 or 5 ComEd. The office is about 3 blocks away. But like their breakfast sub, the super sub, I think has like 3 eggs, 3 sausages, 3 pieces of bacon, some ham in there, some cheese. It's disgusting and it's delicious.
Bologna, I'm taking you up on that offer. I'm just going to let you know that. Oh,
So
man.
I'll take Tony's Beef breakfast sandwich.
That sounds phenomenal.
And the beauty of it is, unlike McDonald's, you could order it anytime they're open. Hey, can I get one of those breakfast subs? Hey, it's 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, okay. Give me get them with like the runniest eggs possible, and wear a shirt you don't plan on wearing out again when you eat it.
I don't think there's anything more appealing to me than a breakfast sandwich at any time. So
this is like a breakfast sandwich that got into Sammy Sosa's locker. It's huge, and it's everything you ever wanted in a breakfast sandwich.
It's everything I've ever wanted in a breakfast sandwich.
And more.
That sounds amazing. You're selling it to us.
There's a picture of it on the ceiling for when you go to sleep at night.
And more.
You'll need a bath after you eat it. Get the runny eggs and go home, eat it, take a bath.
Oh, man.
Or shower, I should say. Whatever floats your boat. A good half-hour shower. And then you're good.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right. Fitz, what do you got, man? Round 3.
Oh, I'm back already. Okay. I'll stay on the sandwich topic. Ever going like one sandwich that I got to choose from and everything else is gone? It's got to be a Rico Benny's breaded steak. I mean, I will never turn one down, no matter what time of day. I'm getting too excited right here talking about it. So just give me Rico Benny's steak sandwich.
That thing is the creme de la creme of breaded steak.
Now, that is something I have had, and yes. Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Very, very nap-inducing.
Yeah.
It is good.
You have to take a 3-week nap afterwards.
Right.
If you eat it before the game, you wake up about the 4th. You know, the 3-inning nap sandwich.
Just eat it at the ball game, and you get to see Liam close it out at the end. You know.
Yeah. I want to highlight Mike Praz's comment here Not even the best sandwich that they sell. And I agree. It's not even the best sandwich that they sell.
The chicken Vesuvio.
Them's fighting words.
They have a
So good.
really eggplant sandwich too. I love a good eggplant sandwich.
Ooh, love a good eggplant.
Yeah. Eggplant. All right. Well, Alexis.
All right. Well, I don't want to pick another sandwich from Rick Benny's because
Why don't you pick this? HBIC.
That's in my miscellaneous. Why would you ruin that?
I can vouch for that pasta salad. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and
please.
I'm pretty sure he tried it and he said he liked it.
He's still giving you shit for the barbecue draft.
Yeah, he's just mad. You know,
Screw you and your key lime pie.
he hated the key lime pie pick. I'm like, key lime pie's great. I made it for my dad for Father's Day, and he loved it. It was so good. But for sandwiches, I am going to kind of like steer away from the Rick Benny's topic because it's too much competition. I'm gonna go with the Mr. G sub from JP Graciano's.
That's the best sub.
It's a good one.
But the tuna is a close second.
And the Tefano's antipasto is a really good one. That's second to me. That one's really good. But the Mr. G is my favorite from there.
Mr. G.
I met Jim through Twitter, and he's the nicest guy in the world.
They're so nice in there. They're like the sweetest people in the world in there. Like I walk in there and I just talk to everybody. I think they like it though, because they keep their day interesting.
I always feel guilty like talking to them because there's like a million people in line and you're like standing there. Hey, I'm talking to you, okay?
Yeah, like calm down. You'll get your sandwich.
You'll get your cannoli soon enough. And I'm always kind of confused about the whole ordering and paying process there too.
Yeah, right. You just kind of follow the herd.
I think the first time I was in there, I kind of stole my sandwich. I don't think I paid.
I love that for you.
So what exactly is on the sandwich?
Oh my god, what isn't on it? There's salami, there's
okay, I got it up actually. Okay. You want me to read it?
Yeah. Yeah, can you read it? Because I can't think off the top of my head.
Sharp imported provolone. Should I use a sexy voice when I say it?
Yes.
Hot suppressed. No. Prosciutto di Parma, Volpe Genoa salami, JPG truffle, mustard, balsamic vinaigrette. Jesus. Hot oil, marinated Roman style artichokes, fresh basil, lettuce with red wine vinegar and oregano. Okay.
It's so good.
It is so good.
You guys excuse me, I have to go change my pants right now. That sounds phenomenal.
Good.
But like
really good.
The corner Alexis took earlier with Salerno's, like kitty corner there, D'Amato's and Bari.
Oh.
That is like that. I could move in like right above something around there and be happy for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend that worked at D'Amato's when I was younger, and like she would give me free pizza, free bread from there. It was just like, it was so much fun. It was such a great time. That would
Perez,
be
I would say, yeah, I would say it was fine in either category. The pot roast wrap, that sounds amazing too.
The pot roast is that's a good one.
Yeah, Punky's is just my favorite, obviously.
Right on. All right, you guys are like, these are like oh, Brian's gonna pick somewhere in North Carolina for his sandwich. So it's so funny. We honestly, to me, my favorite burrito in the whole world is actually the place that's like half a block from my house. It's in St. Charles. So if you guys ever want to drive about an hour for just a burrito, you can go to Los Burritos. It's right on Randall Road, Randall and North Avenue.
What's the train?
Los Burritos.
Los Burritos. It's an old school Mexican place. It's a sit down joint. They have the clear plastic red cups, just very, very awesome and old school. It's actually called the Giant Burrito, and I always get steak actually. So, I'm gonna clean up this board when we're done. So, so I'm gonna go there. Yeah, just a pretty phenomenal place. My buddy Kevin is like obsessed with it. Like him and his kid go there like twice a week for dinner. So, yeah, just like a land, it's like a kind of like the one lone landmark in St. Charles, in my opinion. So,
except Wahlburger.
My wife's getting except Wahlburgers. You know what I mean when I say clear
Awesome.
and red. Come on.
Oh, God. The red plastic cup,
Right?
it's better than the red
red.
Solo cup. So,
Like, you know, it's good when you go in there and they have like those like 30-year-old red, what should I say, translucent
do they have,
plastic cups.
as long as you're getting your food in a plastic bag with some wax paper in it, it's
Yep.
all good.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna go there, and then pizza. I was gonna pick a place in Mount Prospect called Little Villa that used to make fucking fire tavern pizza, but they actually closed in the last few months. So I can't go that route. I'm
Oh,
gonna
my-
actually take.
I know that one. Wow.
Yeah, it's right at Central and Wolf in Mount Prospect.
Yeah.
Great place.
Wow, I didn't know they closed. That's sad.
Yeah. My parents' house growing up, I lived like a block and a half or 2 blocks away from that place. So, rest in peace. We're gonna talk about closed places that we loved afterwards. But I'm gonna go actually another local place in St. Charles, Charlie Fox's, and it's kind of a chain. There's a few, but really really good stuff. Like that, like hard cracker crust, and then like the sauce it's like one of those where like the sauce is sweet and wonderful. So I'm gonna go that route.
I can dig it.
And I'm gonna
That
tag
works.
Charlie Fox's to the post, and I'm gonna hope that they can sponsor me. So
Yeah. We need to
With
get
the
sponsorship from somewhere.
The RC sponsor didn't come through.
RC. Is there any other acceptable soft drink when you eat pizza than RC?
Sure. But
Sun-kissed orange.
Where's iced tea?
I
That's a
like
good
the
one.
Dr. Pepper, it's whatever's free. You know what? Sometimes they're out of RC.
Mhm.
The sweet sodas are best with pizza.
Yeah, my draft is Naperville.
The sweet sodas are what you want with pizza. Sweet pop.
What did I tell you guys? I told you guys my draft. I was going to be the heel of this draft, so I've effectively done that. So I'll take.
We're
my
just
bow.
gonna have to like
You're
condense
not
this
though.
draft.
I'm disappointed.
I was expecting.
I'm disappointed. This is actually good stuff.
I really was.
Little
expecting-
Caesars, Come on.
Yeah.
Little Caesars. I'm gonna. What did I say the other day? I'm gonna take Showbiz Pizza.
Arby's, Showbiz, yes.
Arby's. Nothing beats it.
Arby's, yeah. My miscellaneous item is gonna be curly fries from Arby's.
Oh my god.
The beef and cheddar.
We love it.
All right, Yumper, quit whining. You're gonna come out here one day and hang out, and we'll go to Los Burritos.
I
All
agree
right.
with you though. These places are far.
I live far away. What do you want me to do?
Oh.
Fine, we'll go back to talking about TV shows and music. All right, no more food anymore. It's the last food episode. I'm not to do it anymore.
No, wait. That's all I got. Food and music. No, you're cutting off 50% of my life. No.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Alexis, what do you got for your miscellaneous?
All right, my miscellaneous is gonna be very niche. But I'm going with any type of Vintner's snacks. Like the Jay's chips or the Vintner's like crunchy curls, like Vintner's snacks, like those things. That's my
Salt
pick.
and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar chips. Yeah, the triple cheddar or whatever.
Vintners, those are the best. Those are the best salt and vinegar.
That's an interesting pick. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's you're thinking
That's
outside
solid.
the box. I enjoy that.
thank you. She's right.
My whole draft is niche. I get it.
Roxy.
Brian's whole draft comes with the tank of gas.
I hate cursive and I hate all of you. All right, Fitz. What you got for your last one, man?
Okay, so we need to represent some barbecue on here, I think. Chicago has its own niche of barbecue. And I am going with Lem's Barbecue on 75th Street. The walk-up counter, their hot links, and a big old bucket of rib tips, and I'm set. I'll just sit there and eat them while I'm in line if I have to. But yeah, Lem's has been around a long time, and I think they are Chicago barbecue. Was that? I missed what Jack said.
I'm crossing it off my list, but I couldn't pick it anyway. So
Yeah, you couldn't pick it anyway. You're done.
I know.
With that.
Off your list? Okay. Yes. You chose Weber's, so I mean it was a good one, but no. Lem's is
just the tips. I like the tip link combo.
Yes. At any barbecue place, the tip and link combo is always the best.
Well, just about everything. The tips, I like the hot links. I even like their chicken wings are solid. But yeah, just give me a bucket of rib tips and I'll be set. But I love the hot links too.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
They opened up a barbecue place out here.
Everyone is silent.
Called Firewater.
Yes, I've been to Chuck's. I have been to Chuck's.
All right, Jack, what do we got, buddy?
I got to bring it home. That's it. All right, I'm going to take the best drunken burrito anybody that grew on the South Side ever had. The steak burrito at El Faro in Summit.
Yes, El Faro.
Faro, El Drunko.
You said steak burrito?
As big as your head. And we've all been there. We probably don't really remember it. But a sign of a good burrito place, if you could eat anything when you're drunk. Go back when you're sober, it's still good. Maybe not as good. It's still good. And
that works.
But El Faro on Archer Avenue. I told you, Archer. I was claiming Archer as my own.
Archer is your
50% of my
go-to.
picks were on Archer. So it's in Summit, which is right next door.
Yeah, Julie asked the question. I saw that video. Jack and I shared our videos to each other for Baloney's birthday.
That was the place close to my work, which is also awesome.
I thought you were going to veer off and get the tamales from the lady in the cart on your route.
I can't. No, that's not on my route.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's too far. We now have GPS in our trucks, which totally ruins my day. And they know where we are.
Stupid government trying to get efficient and stuff.
Jack, what were you doing at 59th and Kedzie when your route is at 111th in California? Oh, the train tracks were closed. I had to go around them. Why do you smell like tamales?
There is one in Elgin.
But no, my video burrito from El Ranchito Market in Blue Island. Now I could accidentally cross over into Blue Island, and I'm my GPS and it's okay. But yeah, that's the one I usually go to when I'm working, especially on Tuesday, because special. Its burritos aren't special. I think it's like $5.50 on Tuesday, and then you get a one that's you could barely hold in one hand. So it's all good. We are still talking about burritos holding something in one hand. So
yeah, but if your burrito is really that big, you're not holding it in one hand. You just can't.
If Julie and Baloney are watching, I was really proud of myself in that video for the way I unwrapped it. That was a masterclass in how to eat a burrito, because people that hold the entire burrito unwrapped and try to eat it, they have bodies in the basement. They don't know how to eat a burrito properly. You gotta almost you gotta
have etiquette when you're eating.
Almost like Bolt's double chip method. There's no way in the world you could unwrap a burrito and hold it and eat the whole thing. You have to peel it down slowly as you're working your way downward, and then all the good grease and stuff pools at the bottom, and then you. Do you wear white
gloves?
And then you give it to yourself like wine at Sunday Mass. So
this is getting like really intense.
Wow, this is like a religious experience for Jack.
Yeah,
I like a good.
Wow.
All right, before we go on to the next segment here, we have a couple lists that were provided. First of all, we're going with our guy Sam Reeves, who always wants to make jokes.
Sam and his jokes.
Miscellaneous Margaritaville. Let's go on. Like that.
Where's the joke?
I work one of the industries I work in is pest control, and I'll never go into a Subway again. Just that's all I'll say.
Ooh.
All right. And then our second list is from our guy Jerry O'Sullivan.
Jerry. All right. Hey, Brian, you know what?
Ooh, ponchos.
I deliver Jerry's mother's mail every day. Oh, and his sister too. She lives next door to her mom. Living a life of everybody loves Raymond. She lives literally next door to.
So, are we gonna play a game of like 6 degrees of Jack's mail route?
It's all porta potties and Porter's moms.
So yeah, that's a good list. Fat Johnny's. I've had Fat Johnny's.
Oh yeah,
Fat Johnny's
awesome.
Excellent.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
Is so good.
You can't go wrong with Rainbow Cone at any point in your life. So
Rainbow Cone is nice and close to my route. I'll take it.
GPS won't go off if you go.
I met Ed Farmer in there one time.
Really?
Yeah, I was all sweaty in my mailman.
Oh, wow.
And they were giving him the Ed Farmer treatment and kissing his ass. Really a lot. And Ed points at me and goes, "Take that guy's orders first. He looks like he needs it more than I do," because I was sweating profusely. It was like 100 degrees outside that day. I'm like, "Thanks, Ed. I appreciate it." He didn't pay for mine or anything, but he did let me go first. Ed's was a class act.
Good guy. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a bad story about Ed Farmer.
Ed Farmer.
Ever. Okay, so next segment, I just want to go around and ask everybody. I already mentioned my restaurant that has closed down that I just loved as growing up, which was in Mount Prospect. It was called Little Villa. It's a real basic Italian restaurant, but just the pizza was always just phenomenal. So, let's go backwards on the draft order. So Alexis, you got one?
Yeah, so there was a place called La Vita on Taylor Street. Had some of the best spaghetti and meatballs I ever had. But yeah, La Vita on Taylor is really good. And then there was also Devonti on Taylor Street. There's still Devontis that are open, but it was so nice when it was just like right down the street.
Okay. When did they close that down?
Devonti's was closed like right after COVID.
Okay. All right. Fitz, you got one?
Yeah. This place called George's Restaurant on the north side on Foster Avenue in the North Park area. and they have to this day the best gyro I've ever tasted, probably ever will taste. He also sold. They had phosphates sodas, like a cherry phosphate or a chocolate phosphate, and just some
That's
great
old
memories
school.
from that place. They had the big ice creams with just the big ice creams with the Nabiscos in it and everything, and just a good old fashioned restaurant. And I think it closed around 2011. Was I forget what I probably have a Starbucks in there now or something, but yeah. You talk to anybody who is from that North Park area, they'll tell you about George's. Great place.
Cool stuff.
Okay. I'm going to
Jack?
take it from the north side too. Sabatino's closed a couple years ago. It was on Irving Park in like Pulaski, Cicero, whatever. That place, phenomenal.
That place was good.
God, it was. I didn't get up there very often. Usually, if we were going to a cup game, we'd happily get to the game in the third or fourth inning. Baked Alaska on fire or whatever, and that place was phenomenal. Oh my God! And I lived nowhere near it, but it pained that they all retired. And
It's worth the trek, right?
It was worth every second.
Good stuff.
Now it was right by the post office, right down the street from Irving Park post office. Gone forever.
It sucks.
It was one of those places that like broad daylight and it's really dark inside, and when you walk in you kind of have to stop because your eyes have to adjust. I always got the biggest kick out of that. Like you walk in and you have to stop because your eyes have to adjust to the low lights once you walk in. Like always a good thing in my book.
Cool. All right. We'll go through any places that we didn't talk about that. I'm going to stop real quick. Fitz, I think we need to reboot you. Because I think we're getting feedback from you.
Okay.
So I'm going to knock you out of the room if you want to just jump back in. Okay.
That's what I need to do here.
Yeah, just maybe like refresh your browser real quick. Okay. So while the three of us are talking, we'll just Fitz, you can reboot. Yeah, Jack. Any places we didn't mention that?
Oh, we could have. I imagine Fitz is.
The three of us we'll go with ours real quick, and then Fitz will pop back in.
Oh hell yeah! A Big Baby from Nikki's. It's a South Side. You can walk into any restaurant. None of them are affiliated. That says like Nikki or Mickey's, and a double cheeseburger is called a Big Baby. It's so greasy and so good. There's really nothing special about it, but I will take a Big Baby with everything. It has nothing on it but ketchup, mustard, pickle, and grilled onions, and it's delicious. I like mine with everything and chili on it too, but I'll take it just a regular way too. A Big Baby any day of the week. Perfect lunch with a giant sack of French fries. And you get that greasy brown bag you walk out with where it's the bottom's gonna fall out by the time you get to the car.
So good.
That's always the best. All right, let's bring him back. All right, Fitz, we're back here. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure.
It's going up.
Yeah, we were getting feedback, so it sounds like it's better now.
Okay.
Alexis, did you have any places that we didn't?
All good? Better?
Yeah, I think you're good, Fitz.
Places. A Totonilco, over there on 47th is good. El Milagro is good. Nuevo Leon is good. Sandwich spots. I mean, oh my God. Conti de Savoia, Fontano's, Bari's, D'Amato's.
Alexis, Tofano's.
Yeah.
We forgot about that one.
Tofano's. I mean, it was hard to fit it in.
I know, right?
Tofano's is so good.
That'll be the next draft. Come on.
Okay. And
Yeah,
West Loop
Tofano's.
Tom is jogging by it all the time.
West Loop Tom jogs by every spot that I know. It's so funny. But yeah, Nilco's good. Yumper says it's by his uncle's store. But yeah, those are some spots. Pat's Pizza on South Clark is actually really good too. It's where we order from.
I've been to Pat's. It's been many, many years, but I've been to Pat's.
Oh my God, Pat's is good. Super thin.
Yeah.
Super thin. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things. I was also gonna draft hot jardinera for my miscellaneous because when I went away to school in Missouri, God help me, I ordered hot peppers for my pizza and I thought they would give me like hot jardinera and they gave me like jalapenos. So
yeah,
I feel like hot jardinera is like kind of a Chicago specific.
Yeah, they don't know what, especially in Missouri. I mean, they don't even put mozzarella on the pizza. They're not gonna.
No, Provel cheese. I'm like, what the hell are you giving me?
Fucking garbage.
Right. I'll let Fitz go.
Fitz, what do you got, bro?
Go.
So I saw Praz mention Charcoal Delights up there. That's a great spot. I love the their hamburgers there, and they've got the hot dogs with the natural casings and the split ends. It's great char dogs. And then there's my favorite fish place on the north side over in Portage Park, and I've got my Hagen's Fish Market up there where I worked in high school. I still have my shirt, so it kind of still smells like smoked salmon, but they have the best shrimp anywhere. I had to give them a shout out. So
cool,
good stuff everywhere.
Good stuff. I wanted to mention I wanted to mention Kuma's because I just fucking love Kuma's. I also wanted to mention, I almost took it instead of the burger from Brant's. I probably should have just because I needed a Chicago place. But Maxwell Street Depot breakfast sandwich. The breakfast sandwich is the best drunk food ever.
I don't think I've had a breakfast sandwich from there.
It's really good. I know everybody's obsessed with the pork chop, which is really fucking good too. But their breakfast sandwich is nuts. And it's like really simple. Right, it's because of the bun they use. It makes everything work really well. So had to mention that one. That was about it for me. Have you ever been to a Capriati's? It's a sandwich place.
Is that a Chicago place?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They opened one out by us, and it didn't last very long. It was a terrible location, but they make the best cheesesteaks in Chicago I've ever had.
See, I thought they were a chain, like not in Chicago.
I mean, they have a few locations. I think they have a couple in Indiana and a couple, but yeah, I wanted to just shout out that one.
They do have good food. They do.
Yeah. All right. Did you anybody ever hear of getting pastor tacos at this Chinese restaurant on 31st Street? It's called Asian Cuisine Express. It's at like 31st and what's the street? Like Springfield. If you follow that guy Titus Pulo or whatever on Twitter, he like writes an article about Chicago food and smoking, choking, and whatever. I thought he was kidding. I went there. It's one of the best pastor tacos I ever had in my life. And it's in a Chinese restaurant on 31st and like almost Lasky. And I think still on Mondays, they're $1 a piece.
Wild. That's funny.
Jeez.
You know, hey, where'd you get those tacos? Oh, I got it at the Chinese place down the street. You got to love it. That's so awesome. I love everything about it.
Good stuff.
Not too far from the prison to 26th.
So let's poll our audience real quick. I think the four of us should do another food one a little ways down, a couple months down or something like that. What categories should we have for that one?
Yeah,
The
this is
one
a good
that keeps popping in my head: chicken.
Chicken.
Ooh, I have a good
Best-
chicken spot.
Best
Chicken.
chicken place.
I'm good with that.
Best breakfast.
Breakfast. I love it. Hey, I forgot to mention Italian Fiesta Pizza, one of the best pizzas in Chicago on the South Side, and it doesn't get any love ever in a list. Italian Fiesta. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, you could go on for hours with Chicago food.
Truly, we can. What was I like when we were talking about categories and stuff? Appetizers in Chicago.
That's a good one.
I was just like, some of the things are just things that are quintessentially Chicago, like flaming saganaki is a Chicago creation.
Yeah.
Was it great in Chicago? I didn't know that.
Fire. Yeah, I mean,
it was.
saganaki isn't, but setting it on fire, that's all Chicago.
That stuff's cool. That stuff's really good. I liked it. I've had it a couple of times. Yeah, bakeries would be a good one, CD.
Bakeries would be really good. Unfortunately, a lot of them have closed.
Right.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna pick for my miscellaneous. There's a bakery out here, and some people on White Sox Twitter, because I brought it to some parties and stuff. There's a bakery in Geneva called Hans. It's this old German bakery, and it looks like a bomb shelter on the inside, basically. Like that's how old this place is. They make kolachki that are they're gigantic and they're insane.
Love a good kolachki.
You eat like 30 of them and then you pass out.
My favorite. Yes. Love a good.
Best restaurant in a store. That's a good one, Yumper.
That's a good one, Yum.
Oh, that's a real.
We'll have to put our heads together because I really like I really like the makeup of this one, and I promise when we do another one, I promise I'll pick places closer to Chicago.
Yeah, all these places are like an hour away.
Street vendor. Your favorite street vendor in Chicago?
Jack knows all of those.
Hey, I like to eat, and luckily my job, or else I'd probably weigh about 500 pounds easily.
Yeah. Hey, Dougie, those donuts were from this little tiny place that's behind a gas station in Geneva.
Really?
Yeah. But all right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Make sure to follow the Sadistic Penguin Studios here on the YouTubes. Make sure to like the show. Audio will be out tomorrow for your listening pleasure. I wanted to also mention FitzMagic's YouTube channel. He does a lot of food reviews. Really, really phenomenal stuff. Lots of fun. I never miss any of those. So
I really love that Zando Cafe. They got a lot of my money. Fitz has told us.
Oh. Yeah.
And it's like
awesome stuff there
too. Don't they stay open till like midnight, 1 a.m, which is rare.
They stay open until everybody leaves, until everybody goes home, kind of a thing.
That's pretty cool.
I love that.
If they've got a crowd, they stay open.
That giant burger and that chicken lemon soup or whatever the hell. Love it.
Chicken lemon soup sounds good. Well, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Next week we'll be back. Next week we'll be back with Drafty Pod. We're going to be doing basically the lost episode of Drafty Pod, which has been scheduled twice in the last month, and we've had a reschedule, which is Halloween candy. I'll have Baseball Gal Al from Ass and Southside Sox, as well as Penguins Roxy and Marge with me to draft Halloween candy. So that should be a fun one. But yeah, that's about it. I appreciate everybody watching, everybody listening. Alexis, Jack, Fitz, thank you guys so much for being on, and we'll be talking again for a follow up.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
All right, have a great night, guys. Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.